Alright, and welcome back to part 4 of Final Fantasy 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I did run back to Cornelia, is that even the name of this place? Corneria. Wow, I've been saying it wrong the entire time. Going off memory alone here, but anyway, I did run back. We did show off the Peninsula Power just in case anyone had questions about it, where it was. We didn't do but one fight there, and came right back, so we did get a little bit of gold from it. We did get a good bit of experience, but now we are heading straight towards the Marsh Cave. We did all of our grinding outside of that, which is going to be video 3. That lasts a little bit. It's not going to really help us too much, but mainly it'll help with the gold, but other than that, it's no big deal. We are going to get some asps here, and we're back on with not running from encounters now, so we will fight whatever we run into, and let's just hope that no one gets poisoned here. I'm excited to make a good bit of progress today. Let's see, and we did get poisoned, it looks like. Just can't win everything, you know. Let's go ahead and we'll have to use a pure for that. It's a-okay. We did stock up, but not so okay. We have to go through this menuing here. And let's start heading over there. So the Marsh Cave is going to be in the southwest corner of this area here. Monster strike first, no big deal. We're going to all in on the ogre. I am trying to save our magic for when we get there. We do not have houses or anything like that to restore those charges. I did purchase 3 tents, I believe, in that last video. I recorded it just earlier. I should know. Had to go take a look outside, get a little pre-workout before we go and engage in cardio and resistance training for the day. I do have some World of Warcraft planned for later. It's going to be nice and fun hanging out with those guys. They're always fun to talk to and catch up with. Kind of been distancing from that game lately, mainly because seasons are kind of drug out a little bit. Have been getting the itch to play Diablo 4 though. Maybe when that crossover event comes out, we can get involved in that. And we got rid of those wolves. We'll go ahead and split our characters up a little bit more efficiently this time. We do have a surprise Super Nintendo game coming out. In our next recording, we did complete East, and I'm pretty hyped for the next one. It's going to last a lot longer than East did. It's definitely been requested, so I will be fulfilling that request. And I've gotten 2 requests to do Zelda 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So I'll also be doing that after the Final Fantasy. I really don't want to play more than 2 games, and if I do, it will be the oddball adventure with my daughter. So very nice. Not really paying too much attention to these fights anymore. They're pretty straightforward. That little hole there is the Marsh Cave, and these are Geist. We haven't seen these guys yet. There's so many variants to these undead enemies that I really don't remember which ones are which. But as you can see here, they're stun locking Andy. Fortunately, all 3 attacked him. The nasty thing about the undead enemies is that they can stun lock your whole party group and just spam attack you until you go down. It's really unfortunate. A lot of people will expend fire 2s or harm spells to get rid of them efficiently, but again, we're trying to save. Let's just all in on this one, see if we can bring him down. This may be our death here too. It's no joke, these guys can lock your whole party down. And that's exactly what's happening. And tell you what, I really don't want to, but let's use a fire spell. JK. And here it goes. Got that harm spell. This should get rid of one of these guys at least. Perfect. And you just saw right there how hairy that it can get. If everybody is stun locked, you're pretty much forced to just wait until they can act again. And let's throw off one of those heal potions. Tent. I'm gonna save right here just in case. And we're going right into the Marsh Cave. Now, I'm not gonna be going after every item in the dungeon. Simply because, one, a lot of it you really don't need, and two, I don't remember it. So these dungeons I'm really focused on getting in and getting out. Let's throw a fire spell here. I believe these enemies are also classified as undead. Don't hold me to it though. And as you can see, they did put darkness on my fighter. I'm not sure if that effect actually works correctly in the NES version. I could be wrong. It may work, I have no idea. I will say we should probably go ahead and just throw a cure spell on the black belt and the white mage there. Not worried about the fighter at all. The only thing that could really get rid of the fighter in here is the wizards. And I have had to run this dungeon entirely too many times. This is not good. I'm actually glad that we ended up healing her. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and throw a heal out as well. These guys are landing multiple hits, which unfortunately makes them pretty nasty. And tell you what, let's do this. Throw that second heal 2 out, and throw the fire 2 out. They're doing a lot of damage. I'm getting pretty concerned. Fortunately, they didn't get to attack. Well, here we go. You know, I don't know if Fire 2 is going to work too well on these guys either. Looks like it's not, but it did get rid of them. Unfortunately, we've had to kind of go through our healing potential here pretty early. But it's still fine. I did expect to maybe game over in here. We'll kind of see how that goes once we get closer to the wizards. But us having to blow through our healing like this is not good at all. Let's go ahead and throw one more on him. And how is his stats? He gained an absorb and 1% of evasion. Really, we're just getting halfway in there. Let's make sure we get rid of these crawls. I'm not too worried about the bones. They're from the beginning of the game, but as you can see, the crawls are stunning our physical damage dealers. I was really hoping we would be able to get a turn in before this happened. But fortunately, they don't really deal a large amount of damage. They just lock you down. Okay. Let's definitely get rid of one of those. The Black Mage isn't going to be able to kill a crawl by himself. You can definitely tell I'm a little annoyed because this is kind of that unfortunate encounter that I was telling you about, and a lot of people just run from these guys, and the reason is pretty evident. They can waste a lot of your time, they can slowly whittle you down, but fortunately we did get rid of that one. If we could get our damage dealers freed up, we could get rid of this one as well. I should just use the fire spell because really it's not going to be very beneficial against the wizards anyway, and I may just end up having to go to town and refreshen up. I didn't plan to, but if we don't have any magic, then, you know, let's just send it all into this guy. I'm pretty tired of getting stun locked. But we may just have to go back to town and restock up before we go fight that major boss after this place. Which is totally okay with me because these guys are just annoying. Perfect. And let's get rid of this guy. I can tell you now, if we do get 4 wizards on the trap tile, monster tile, it's not going to be good. We've already burned through that. Let's just throw 2 more heals onto him. And we're heading into the final floor. We want to go to the second row and make our way down. I think it's second row, third down. We got these guys again. Let's go ahead and start expending that ice. Let's make sure that we get rid of them. I don't really care if we waste the spell, I just don't want them doing those big hits like that on my mages. Perfect. And let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Perfect. So, our white mage is pretty much useless now too. She's just there to melee hit. I have a decision to make, and I am going to try and keep everybody alive for the wizard fight. So we got 2. And let's go 3. Alright. Let's go. It's not getting any better, right? So hopefully we can get this fire 2 out. 17 damage. 24. We're looking good so far. 24. She misses. And there's the big damage. He's the one that we don't want to die. Let's be a little greedy here. Let's split these attacks up. We'll make sure he dies with an ice spell though. Perfect, that's 1 down. Is this 2 down? Yes. Big damage onto our black mage, no worries. And let's fire this last ice spell. Very nice critical. Very unfortunate. An untimely death for our black mage. So we picked up the crown. Now we just have to get out of here. And the bats, I believe they just do their normal key. And this is not good. Please get that guy off the board. Perfect. And just everybody, if they just attack me, that would be great. Or the fighter. I guess that's kind of my character. Please just attack me. I think I am going to move the black belt into the white mage's position here. Just to give him higher odds of surviving. The scary thing in here is there are monsters that can only be hurt really with magic. And if I run into one of those, I may run in that situation. I'm not going to sit there and just attack into it, get everybody poisoned, and oh boy. Talk about untimely. You know what? We're just going to send it. If we die, we die. I did say that I wouldn't run from the encounters. We're going to fulfill that. That doesn't mean that we're not going to try to survive. This is going to be just the fighter walking out of here, by the way. We're in it to win it. I'm gonna hope that she can kill that last one before she dies. Never mind. So, this is why you run from the encounters, I mean. And this is also why you have a fighter in your party, too. We are gonna carry them out of here on our backs. Very good that that ended. We don't want our rounds, we don't want to spend too many rounds while poisoned. That's what will whittle us down. So, let's get up out of here. Oh boy. We're all in. And we're paralyzed. This is probably it. And this is kind of how you go down. Stun locked. They're really making it suspenseful for us. This is why we also use that tent outside of here, just to kind of save, in case things did get hairy. Still paralyzed. And it's completely up to RNG if we get out of this. And okay. There may be hope. Let's just see if we can get rid of it. It's done. But anyway, once we game over, we'll just run it back. That's why it's done too. He's definitely going to paralyze you. So you get to see the game over screen. Any minute here. There we go. So we're going to actually make that a 7, and then we're going to hit continue. And we're right back where we left off outside of the Marsh Cave. The encounters should be different this time when we go in. Definitely getting a lot farther. These are the guys here. I don't think these guys take physical damage, but they do poison. So, do we have a fire too? We do. And again, you can't get frustrated. It is pretty annoying when they stun lock you like that. It's just part of the game. Just don't get tilted. Head back in there, and again, you could probably just run from those encounters too. I'm choosing to fight them as a little bit of extra challenge. monsters strike first, which is fine. I don't think this one's too bad. The muck down here, that guy is going to be annoying, mainly because he will do a large amount of physical damage. But he does take physical damage too. And now we just have to get rid of this arachnid. There we go. And this run could be a lot better. It really just depends on where you're at in the encounter RNG. We clearly entered this place in a very bad spot. And we're going to get up out of this. And let's go ahead and use a pure while we're here. Let's use some of these heals. The reason I'm using them there, I would rather the white mage cast her spells in combat. I think it's better. 2 encounters this time as opposed to what, the 4 or 5 that we had. It really just goes to show you too that you could get better encounter RNG. Let's make sure that that guy dies. Biggest thing here is watching for the muck not to one-shot one of our people. As long as the spider dies, we're good too. Spider is the blue one, bluish green. And we can close this out right here. See, we haven't had it too rough coming inside this time. Let me go ahead and actually change in my heart here a little bit. I'm going to use her magic because she can't use magic when she's dead. That's 2. And the reason behind that is, initially I was thinking the spells would heal more in the combat, but let's say that we enter, wizards get first strike, or there's 4 wizards and they take out the white mage. I would rather have the heal potions then. So just a little critical thinking happening. And let's take our 2 white socks and get in here. Is there anything we want to do before we engage? Let's burn this on him. Let's just make sure we do everything that we can to make this smooth. There it is. That's the deadly 4. Not good at all. Let's do this fire too. We should be able to get rid of 1. That's really good that they're attacking the fighter. Perfect. 3 on the fighter so far. That's really good. I really don't want to all in like this. Yeah, let's all in. These guys are just too crazy to be left alive for multiple rounds. Yeah, 103 damage. Holy crap. 72, 26. Let's make sure he dies, please. Thank you. Here, let's change up the strategy a little bit. Let's have those 2 do healing. And he's probably dead. Fortunately, we're going to waste that Cure 2 spell. We're going to keep sending it though. We're going to Cure 2 the fighter. We're going to cast this ice on the bottom wizard. Oh, I missed. That's so not good. Hopefully this Cure 2 comes out because we really need our fighter. Alright, let's get rid of this guy, please. Last ice on this one. 1 damage. 2, 28 damage. Oh my gosh, they're just shredding. Alright, we've got it. Let's go ahead and get a heal potion out. Let's throw a lightning. Anything we got here. The ideal amount of wizards is 2. 4 is definitely not what you want. Okay, make sure you pick up the crown. Don't walk off that tile without it. And let's throw our healing out. We have 1 heal spot, or potion. What can they do? You know, he has 2 spells. Let's put it on the fighter. He's probably our best bet at getting out of here alive, considering that we're not running from the encounters. And this is unfortunate, because I'm not running. I am going to have to kill one of these with physical attacks. So we'll just go ahead and burn the top 2. Man, this is going to take forever too. Pretty much praying for a crit right here. Don't quote me on this, but I believe they do have the highest defense in the game as well. And the only way to get around that is with a critical hit. Possible 4 damage per round. It shouldn't take too long. Poison. It's not bleeding us too bad. Let's just keep sending in the attacks. This is definitely an encounter you should run from if you don't have magic. It's really unfortunate our black belt died as well. He is missing out on the experience, and he's the one who benefits the most from it. This guy should be going down any round here. There you go. We are going to have to do a little bit of anti-poison here. Oops. That's the sound when you do it on someone who doesn't need it. Let's put this guy back at the bottom. Put him back at the top. And let's continue out of here. Not really a lot to say. We're running up on our timer here. We're just hoping that we don't get any more scums since we can't run. And this is also not a good encounter to get. And there it is. Oh my lord. The ghouls can paralyze on hit. So we may end up closing this video out here with everybody paralyzed and stun locked. Yep. Yeah, we got one of those zombies though. We just need our fighter to come back for 2 rounds and not get stun locked. We don't want our fighter to free up before the ghouls attack. We want the ghouls always to attack first. It's going to be incredibly demoralizing to have 2 runs lost to just stun lock RNG. Alright, is he going to get restunned? Absolutely. Man, please quit breaking free before they attack. If we could just get out of here, we would be fine. Man, not again. Our fighter is just too thick. He can't figure it out. Didn't get out that time. Really just hoping that the ghouls attack and he gets free, and then we get a first strike so that we can get rid of the ghouls. But also, if we do die here, we will resume back at our save outside, which is looking like we're about to die here, so it is unfortunate, but it'll be fine. Actually, it provides content too, so content farming right now. We could still come out of this. Just kidding. He's keyword. No, he's not. He's stunned. Awful. And that crit pretty much seals it. So we're going to hit continue, but we are going to close this video out here. That's just the unfortunate RNG that you can run into, and that's also one of the reasons why I do like this version of the game. It does have that, you know, element X where there is the unknown certainty, and you can just wipe like that. But yeah, definitely let me know your favorite monster that we've run into so far. Also, don't be afraid to hit like and subscribe. There will be another part coming, and hopefully in the next episode we clear this place because, wow, we have been pretty unlucky. Have a good one.